Hello everybody, this is the class number 4 of the course, okay? So it's going to be divided into two, vocabulary and grammar. So the first part is expressing buyer's remorse, okay? When something you don't like it, you buy something that you regret, that is the buyer's remorse. So let's see this in context, okay? This is going to be the first video. So we have here the vocabulary. Okay, you have to read and listen, then listen again and repeat. So we have here an event, okay? So it says, it looked good for a used car. And the salesperson said the engine was new. Obviously, that was a lie. I got sold a bill of goods. I shouldn't have believed him. In this case, got sold a bill of goods, it's an expression, okay? Which means something that they told you something, but it wasn't true in the end, so that means that you were cheated on it. So it seemed good, but in the end it wasn't good. Fall for. They said the banana tablet camera was perfect for underwater photo shoots, but it only works in less than 1 meter of water. I can't believe I fell for it. If only I had read the fine print. Okay, so that is fall for something, okay? That means that I can't believe I fell for it. If only I had read the fine print, okay? You thought something, but in the end, it wasn't that way. But you fell for it. I bought a membership in the Better You Health Club before it opened. They promised me the moon, but the place turned out to be a real dump. I wish I had waited. Okay, in the end, it wasn't that good as they told you. So they promised you the moon, but it wasn't true. And finally, get talked into something or into doing something. It's example, what a sucker I am. I got talked into shelling out 20 for a pizza fork. It seemed like a cool idea at the time, but it turned out to be a useless gimmick. I should have known better. Okay, so we have here this information, okay? You got talking to something, but it's not true either. So let's do this in context. Sometimes it's not very easy to understand because these are expressions which are not literal. Okay, so let's activate the vocabulary and see. Okay, so activate. Write examples of regrets about purchases you made. For example, a time you got talked into shelling out money for a worthless gimmick. So, for example, a salesman talked me into buying a pair of shoes that were supposed to be waterproof, but they weren't. Okay, so they taught you something, they said something to you, but in the end it wasn't true. Number 2, a product that promised you the moon but turned out not to be true. So, for example, it can be a phone, for example. They promised me the moon, but in the end it wasn't true. 3, a time you fell for something you shouldn't have, okay? When you were convinced about something, to buy something, but in the end, you realize that you shouldn't have been convinced. And 4, a time someone wasn't truthful about a product and you realize that you gotten sold a bill of goods, okay? So they told you a lie. They said, this is very good, but in the end, it wasn't true. Okay, so the first part of the class is going to be related with vocabulary about buyer's remorse. These 4 expressions, get sold a bill of goods, fall for it, promise somebody the moon, and get talked into, right? And it's going to be combined with the grammar. That is going to be about expressing regrets about the past. That is closely related. So, I know these are expressions, sometimes very difficult ones, but the idea is that if you use them, of course, it will give you more points in the die or it will show a better level of proficiency. So that's why we always teach them these like kind of funny expressions, because we also have this in Spanish too. Good? Excellent. This is the first part.